we go. Kishane Thompson won his first national title last year. Personal best 9.77 to win then. Oblique Seville was
Oblique
second.
Seville.
Mind games?
Add to the tension,
Mind
Jermaine.
games?
Final race of the evening, folks. In lane 1, Bouaji and Krumi. 2, Akeem
Well,
Blake.
he has
3,
his hands over his face. We hope he's okay.
Brian Lavelle in 4, Kadrian Golston. Brian
he's
Lavelle
okay.
in 3, Kadrian Golston 4, Kishane Thompson 5, Oblique Seville in 6, Rowan
there's a
Watson in 7,
problem.
and Ryan Ford in 8.
There's a problem for Oblique Seville, and he's almost in tears, and he says his hamstring. And
It's grabbing him.
yeah, and I think maybe that's what he might have felt, rather Bruce in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
And
And his teammate, his training partner, Bouaji and Kume, goes over to him. He knows if he runs, he's going to pull.
yeah.
He knows it.
knows
He's
it.
hoping that it will calm down.
Yep.
Having run 9.84, he's
Bruce?
trying to stretch it out.
Yeah, in a case like this, with the officials, give him a bit more time.
No, the rules don't allow that. The race is to go. But he knows what he's feeling.
Yeah, he needs to call it a day.
And we go back to the semi-final, and I said I couldn't figure out what was
He's
going
crying.
on.
Remember what I said?
Yeah.
I thought that stutter that he did in that semi-final was just unnatural. And here we are seeing maybe he may have felt something in that semi-finals, and the evidence is now showing here in this finals.
Is he going to
Bruce,
try
would you
it?
say this is in national interest? Just to play
Yeah,
devil's advocate.
if national interest is for him not to run though, because what happens is if he goes and pushes himself too hard,
He'll make it
he
work.
ends up in a Tia Clayton situation.
Exactly.
He knows what he's feeling. I know his coach isn't there, but he knows what he's feeling.
I think he should stop. Call it a day. Yes, you want to represent the country.
I think he seems to be leaving the track. So a bit anticlimactic for the men's 100-meter final. Oblique Seville may not go here.
Again, very disappointed that he probably will not run. Super disappointed that he's hurt. Kishane Thompson has stepped off the track as well. He might be looking for hydration.
Of course, 9.84 from Seville in the semi-finals. Maybe pushed it a bit too much in the semi-finals.
Here's what I don't understand as a novice, and I say that straight up front. Would he not have felt that even before he came?
It depends on what you're doing.
It's a cool.
Yeah, Coach Mills, you see they're working on it, but I think it's really, Coach Mills, you need to make the call, and the best call is to keep him safe. Nobody wants to see him go down.
Well, it seems like he's going to run.
I don't think it's worth it.
He knows what he's feeling though. Athletes know what they're feeling. And he knows he's going to have to run fast.
Bruce, this reminds me of a Boys Champs final a few years ago when you saw Michael Stevens, who got hurt in the semi-finals when he came out.
No, he's
Stop.
And
He needs to
said
stop.
He shouldn't run. And Stevens really suffered the consequences in that final. And I'll never forget.
Yeah.
He said Stevens should never have been allowed to compete, even before he ran.
So again, folks, in lane 1, Bouaji and Krumi from Racers, Akeem Blake, Dynamic, Brian Lavelle, Optimum, Kadrian Golston, Sprint Tech, Kishane Thompson, MVP. We're not certain if Oblique is going to be in there. He's from Racers, and you hear the announcer, the starter saying, "Let's go, gentlemen, on your march." Rowan Watson in 7 and Ryan Ford.
Yeah,
in
the other risk, and why they need to get the race going now, is that the athletes cannot stand up there. The other 7, they need to go. They're warm and ready to go now.
Yeah.
And because of this weight, I would not be surprised if the time is not as quick as we would have hoped.
Quite anticlimactic here, but sent to their blocks for the men's 100-meter final. The defending champion Kishane Thompson there in lane 5, the Olympic silver medalist from Paris, 9.77 personal best to win last year, 9.80 world leading time. The semi-finals. Can Seville do enough to make this team? Set position. Bang! Is sent off. Seville gets out quickly. So too does Thompson. Thompson takes charge. Thompson pulls away from the field. Akeem Blake Here comes Seville as well. Seville gets second behind Thompson. 9:71, the flash time.
We need wind legal. We
Yes,
need wind legal.
definitely. need wind legal.
Seville.
And they adjust their
they
time
come
as well.
through A powerful run.
Wind legal. 9:75.
He said
A new
it
personal
was.
best.
For Kishane Thompson.
The exact
9:71.
time I said.
And gentlemen, Seville came through at 9:83.
That is next to a
Akeem Blake
miracle.
as well.
Grace.
80 something.
9:83.
8-3.
Yeah.
So look at
9:83.
this. Actually, believe it or not, Oblique Seville got the best start. You'd have thought he may have been tentative, but that is called Lionheart. But of course, the top end speed of Kishane Thompson kicks in at this point. He pulls away, moves away, and moves away quickly.
Lavelle pulls up.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lavelle
pulled
did
up.
pull up.
And as it was last year, it remains the same. Thompson winning ahead of Seville, and Akeem Blake coming through for third.
Raheem Ford
One thing I could tell you is,
makes the team as
one
well.
thing I could tell you is Denise won't have the winner. He's gone home.
Wow.
And,
Yeah,
a new stadium record.
yeah, it's a stadium record as well. Erasing the 9:76 by Usain Bolt years ago.
Wow. Amazing.
Seville with a limp walking back down.
I'm amazed that Seville is walking.
Yeah.
Thompson 975, Seville 983, Blake 988, Raheem Ford 998 in fourth, Watson 1004, Golson 1007, and Klume 1009, and Lavelle 1043.
A quality field at Seville.
And Seville, yep, look at Seville here, saying thanks to the crowd. There he is.
What's up, viewers? Welcome back to the channel. So our aim is to show all the top races so far in 2025. This was at the Jamaican National Trials. Yesterday we showed the women's 100-meter final. This is the men's 100-meter final, and we have the big man Kishane himself stepping up, clocking a time of 9.75 seconds, which is also a new personal best for him. This is the fastest he has gone over 100 meters. In second place, we have Oblique Seville, who moments before the race, as y'all saw, experienced some hamstring issues. Miraculously, I must say it's a miracle, because normally once athletes do feel those pain, they tend to pull out of the race. But Oblique Seville was adamant that he needed to run, because if he did not run, he basically would have missed that chance to qualify for the World Championships. And he did not want that, especially because of what's been said on the media, that whenever it comes to championships, he can't seems to win a medal, even though he dominates the heats, he dominates the semi-final, he beats the winner, because last year at the Olympic Games we saw where Oblique Seville basically dismissed Noah Lyles easily in the semi-final, but in the final Noah Lyles came back to win. Oblique Seville pulled up, and many stated that he had mental issues and he wanted to prove them wrong. He wanted to prove a point. So he was adamant that even though he was feeling hamstring pain, he wanted to run. A quick massage helped him to get over the line, and miraculously he clocked a time of 9.83 seconds. So many thought if he can run 9.83 being injured, imagine how fast he can really go, because that's almost his PB. His PB is 9.82 seconds. So if he can go 9.83 with being injured, and the win also, it wasn't a lot of win recorded in that race. I think it was somewhere 0 point something. So not a whole lot of wind there. So if he can run that time being injured, then definitely he can go anywhere around low 9.7 or possibly 9.6. But we are waiting to see how well he will perform for the remaining of the season. Of course, he has qualified for the World Championships and he wants to win a medal this year, because he has come close so many times. 4 year back-to-back, no medal, either being fourth or pulling up like he did at the Olympic Games. So we are waiting to see what will happen at the World Championships come September. In third, we had Akeem Blake, 9.88 seconds. No one expected Akeem Blake to go that fast, because he's coming off an injury. Possibly we know it would have either be him or Lavelle qualifying, but he ran 9.88 when it matters most to make sure that he book his spot on the World Championship team. Unfortunate for Brian Lavelle, he pulled up in this race. But regardless of that though, this race was an exciting race. It was quick and it definitely lived up to all the hype. The big man himself, Kishane, stepped up, ran a new world leading at 9.75, which I indicated earlier, it's also the new world leading time. And even after the race, he stated that if he breaks the world record, it wouldn't be a surprise to him because of what they are currently doing in training. And basically, he knows his ability. He knows how fast he can go. So anything that happens, it won't be a surprise to him because he knows he has the talent. He knows he has the drive and the ability to run really fast. So expecting Kishane to dominate. And he also expresses that, hey, I'm disappointed that I didn't win the gold last year. And every time I go on the track is to win. I want to win the gold. So he's making it clear that he wants to win the gold this year. And with a time of 9.75, then definitely. And that's the fastest time a man has run in a decade. No one since Usain Bolt has gone 9 points below 9.75. So that's to show you the type of form that Kishane is in and how fast the men are going, or how fast he is going. But we are waiting to see what will happen at the World Championships. We know he was the huge favorite to win last year at the Olympic Games. He dominated the heats like Oblique, dominated the semifinals, only to be edged on the line by Noah Lyles. But many blamed him because he didn't lean in. If he had leaned in, then he would have won the race because Noah only won by milliseconds. His foot was already over the line before Noah's, but Noah, because he leaned in, his torso, the chest area, went over the line before Kishane's, and that's why Kishane ended up getting the silver medal and Noah getting the gold. But he's making it clear that, hey, I don't have to practice to lean in at the line. I just need to make sure that I am way ahead of everyone, so I do not have to lean in. So that is his mindset going into the World Championships. He wants to be clear ahead of everyone, like Usain Bolt did. Why he had time to celebrate when he broke the world record. He wants to be like that, clear ahead of everyone, so it does not require him to lean in or require a millisecond to basically determine who is the winner. So he wants to make sure he's a mile ahead of everyone, and that's the mindset that every athlete should have, and Kishane definitely have that one this year. So we have some super confident males going into the World Championships. From Jamaica, Oblique said that he wants to win, he wants to prove everyone wrong, and definitely Kishane wants to win the gold as well. So we are waiting to see what will happen at the World Championships come September. Feel free to leave y'all thoughts on this one as well in the comments. Let me know y'all thoughts on the race. That's all for today. Thank y'all for watching. Remember to leave a like on this video, and if you're all new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe as well, that we all get all the updates in track and field.